Hello. I'm on. The mic is on. That's great. It's recording. Let's just make sure everybody has it in the classroom. Hello. Hello. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I'll put the Zoom link in here. All right, in this Zoom weekly group discussion schedule. Let me just see if this is on. I wonder if it's going to be the same link every time. Is it? Yes, it is. I think it is going to be the same link every time. Okay. Oh, wait, that's the wrong place. What's your name? Welcome. And DDG? Okay, I'll forget that.
Oh, say Deji.
Deji?
Yeah.
Deji. Okay. Dr. Papadopoulos, Dr. P is good, it's fine. Dr. Pop. If you could say Papadopoulos, it's fine. Dr. P.
That makes more sense.
Dr. P's fine. Dr. Pop. Huh? It's easy.
I like it.
It's fine. I'm thinking of dropping the whole Papadopoulos anyway, because there's no really point to it, because most of the Greeks are Papadopoulos. It's a very common Greek last name, so it's like there's really no. So before week 1.
I hear you.
I just muted my microphone.
It's not working.
So
This thing.
Hello.
The link, it's not working with my email.
Mute your microphone. it again, try to get a 7 or 8.
I'm sorry, I just did. Okay.
That worked for you.
Oh,
Okay, so as long as we all got it to work, so that we know. Ola, you're off. But that's how you get on.
I think I'm in. Okay.
No, yes, that's you. Okay, so that's how you get in. Next, you go, it's always gonna be the same one, and it's before week 1. Right here's the schedule. And how to get on. How come it's not hyperlinked? Well, in that email,
What?
that's the same link that we'll be using.
No, I went to the mail.
So you could, now that you figured out how to get on it, you can
Yeah.
because the echo's gonna happen. Thank you for your patience, Chica, as we go through tech support over here.
Chica, that's because I muted myself as I was waiting for everybody else to practice logging in and then log off. So I was muted.
Okay, I can hear you now, so it's okay.
We can hear you. How's
All right.
Mars? You're on Mars right now?
Pardon?
Are you on Mars right now? How's life in Mars?
Actually, in LA. I don't know where Mars is.
You're not in Mars?
No.
You're in transit?
I'm not in Mars. I'm right here in LA. Yes.
Okay.
I'm right here at home, but I can hear you clearly now, so it sounds really better.
Great.
Yes. So,
So, and everybody in this room has practiced logging in.
yeah.
And Fatima was going to practice her speech. If you're ready. Yeah. And this is actually going to record it. Do you want to record video too to practice and how you're speaking skills and stuff, or what?
I mean, whenever I see the camera, I feel like
You get nervous?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just leave it. So Chica, before we logged on, we were talking about graduation. It's on Friday the 15th at Museum of right here. I don't know if you're going. Can you see my screen or no?
No, I can't see the screen. It's just your pictures that I see here.
Okay, so it's the Museum of Modern, well, you live in LA, so you're probably not gonna drive down here for Friday to go to graduation, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna let Fatima practice her speech that she's gonna give at graduation. And
Oh, really?
does that sound like a plan? Since you guys aren't gonna be there, we'll practice it now. And it's related because leaders in organizations who are trying to implement change have to get up and make speeches to get people to convince them to change. So this is related. Action.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
side are you comfortable? Because I think at school you're gonna be at a podium, right?
Yeah.
So practice it the way it's gonna be. And so let's make pretend, let's just do it like the way we do it. And now one of our doctoral students is going, I don't know what the script is for this part. Yeah, we should practice. Fatima is gonna give a talk. Were you told what you're supposed to talk about?
Yeah, I wrote the speech and Jeannie, she edited it.
Perfect. Okay.
Just have to practice it.
Yeah. And then everybody make pretend.
Hi everyone, let me introduce myself and share a short story with you all. I'm Fatima. I was born and raised in India. I came to the US in 2015. I had never traveled alone in my life to another city, but came all the way to the States with no clue how it's going to be or where my life will be taking me next. A shy girl who was scared, overwhelmed, everything was hand given to her, who did not have to worry about anything, but came here with a bag full of high hopes to achieve something by herself. Okay.
Make a note where you're gonna stop and breathe
Okay.
in that paper that you're reading.
Okay. Second.
Sorry, I'm
That's okay.
take it from the top.
Again?
From the top, meaning from the beginning. And make a little typo where you're gonna stop and breathe.
You know how to do it.
Okay. How about we just find the key word that you stop and breathe? Okay, from the top, everybody, from the top.
Sure.
And whenever you guys think she needs to breathe, what's the sign that we're gonna give her?
Mhm.
You wanna say, or like this? Do you want us to go so you breathe?
Doctor, I think this is better.
Breathe through your nose.
No, this is better.
It's a bad word?
This is better. No, I don't like this one.
Is it bad? Is it bad?
No, bad. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
Is it bad? Okay, we're gonna
I
raise our
got
hand.
this better. That one I
Okay,
think.
we're gonna, when we think she needs to breathe, we're gonna raise the hand and she's gonna breathe through the nose.
Okay.
Because that's the way to calm down, because if you're breathing through the mouth, you're gonna get more nervous. Okay, from the top. Everybody from the
Hi, let me introduce myself and share a short story with you all. I'm Fatima. I was born and raised in India. I came to the US in 2015. I had never traveled alone in my life to another city, but came all the way here to the United States with no clue how it's gonna be or where my life will be taking me next. A shy girl who was scared and overwhelmed. Everything was hand given to her, did not have to worry about anything, but came here with a bag full of high hopes to achieve something by herself.
You're doing it by yourself, so I don't have to raise my hand.
I took admission at Alliance International University and was there for about 4 months trying to figure out how the education system works in the United States because back home it was completely different. During that period, I made my mind that once the semester ends, I'm going to go back home. I'm done with all this and I don't think it's my cup of tea. I didn't have any friends. I was failing terribly in my course. Even though I was living with my sister and she was helping me with each step, I felt homesick. I didn't feel good about myself anymore. My confidence went from 10 to straight down to 3. I was struggling at school to get at least a B. Then I figured out school counseling is something I don't want to do. So I started looking for other courses and I started looking for other courses and a different school when I found California Miramar University. I'm not making this up because I'm standing on stage and I'm expected to say something nice. But since the day I joined CMU through today, I've helped me with everything. And I've never been disappointed. From guidance on how to complete your assignment to how to excel in your job interview. I'm proud to say I completed my MBA in finance and I decided to continue at California Miramar University to complete my doctoral program. CMU feels like home to me. One thing I've realized during the past 3 years, and I want you Just going out of breath. 1.
It's fine to stop and breathe. And when you're talking to the audience, you don't have to say you're sorry. You just stop and breathe and make eye contact with people and just breathe. And
I wrote this, but I just want to be like completely in my head so that I don't like blank out. One thing I've realized during the past 3 years, and I want you all to know, you're worth more than you think you are. In the real world, people will try to pull you down and might make you feel you're not worthy enough. But remember one thing, no one can make you feel terrible about yourself except you. But I keep losing it.
that's a good pause too. Let people simmer on that.
Okay. If you believe in yourself, people will eventually believe in you and in your ideas. Just believe in yourself and never ever try to short sell yourself. Don't let your dreams adjust with the reality, but make the reality adjust with your dream. I would like to end this with a quote by a famous singer, Miley Cyrus. Life is a climb, but the view is great. Thank you all for having me.
It's good. It's perfect length because you're telling a story. Just practice your breathing. Chico, what do you think?
Oh, Chica's still here, right? Chica!
Is he paying attention? Is he there? Did we?
I'm with you.
I don't know.
I'm with you.
Where are you?
Did you hear it?
Yes, I did. I think that was great. Apart from the breath that she needs to control, I think it's okay.
You need to make any changes, or that's enough, right? That's like short and sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you fit from there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It sounded really inspirational.
Yeah, it's just now when you edit it at home, you're gonna have a paper copy. So and you might be like looking down to remember what you're gonna like to remember your line, and then talk to the audience, and it'll say breathe. And it'll be okay. Yeah. Guess what mine is?
Yeah.
Guess what my talk is? So we did the self-awareness exercise in dissertation because I used it to help you guys figure out what you want to write about. So so it'll be like, let me practice mine, right?
Yes.
So I was gonna say good morning in mine, but I don't want to say that now because somebody said whatever. I watched the video and it was like, don't say that. So mine is this. Welcome, graduates, guests, leadership, all you awesome people that are here experience and watch, see, I can't stay at the podium, that's my problem.
That's your problem.
I have to walk around. Okay, let's take it from the top again.
I think they have this.
Yeah. So mine's gonna be welcome, graduates. California Miramar, commencement 2019. Too much?
Yeah.
Tone it down a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
Welcome, graduates, guests, university leadership. So I'll be looking at people, and so I'll remember who to say welcome to. Faculty, staff, all the awesome people here at commencement 2019. So this is a dream come true. This is not a dream come true for some of you here. Not just the graduates, but maybe even parents, family, friends.
All of us, I think.
I love it because I want the audience to interact.
I mean, yes.
So you're
my dream.
to graduate or to even be here, right?
Yeah.
So it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
So what next?
The degree.
For you,
For me.
yeah, for the graduates, I'm going to say now you might know what you want to do next, but you might not know what you want to do next. And there's times in life where you do know what you want to do next. A lot of times you don't know what to do next.
And so I want to share with you a tool that you can use to figure out what to do next.
But I think not to step by step is better. What I think about it, step by step.
Saying the exercise step by step.
Now
But I need you guys as the audience to know, because they haven't done it yet. You might have done it in business ethics. Well, you'll know when I get to it. I don't think I've had you in class before. Okay, so now I'm talking to an audience at graduation, and it's what next? Or it's a dream come true. So what next? So we want to do things that we are motivated to continue to keep doing and that make us happy and that we're happy doing. How do we know what to do? Well, I have an exercise for you. Don't worry, it's not jumping jacks, push-ups, or anything like that. It's a brain exercise. Now, this may not be for you, but I'd like for you to try this little activity. Everybody down for that? Yeah. All right, so I'll see nods in the audience. Now I'm gonna ask you 4 questions. These are very simple questions. And all you're gonna do is keep track of your answers in your head. Very simple questions. And this is the tool. What did you grow up around? Put at least 3 things in your head of what you grew up around. People, places, things. And let's make it happy stuff. We can. I'm gonna say sports, Greek stuff, and technology. And then you guys will all have yours 3 things. And your 3 things could be similar to mine, or they could be different. But you're gonna do this exercise later in life too, because we're gonna do it right now, but as you do it later, you'll have different things to add as you learn how to use this tool, because this is just the baby step right now. Next question. What do strangers say to you? This is a tough one because sometimes you don't put yourself out there enough for a stranger to come and say something to you. We have student athletes here at this college, at this school, and they play sports, and people come up to them who are strangers and they tell them what a great athlete they are, how well they play basketball, how well they play baseball. Me, I used to get that. Now I get that I am a great dancer and I have nice teeth.
Yes, you do.
So that's what I get from strangers. And I won't go further on that. I'll just stop at that's the joke. Stop, joke. Next thing. The third question. Poor Chica. He doesn't get to see my face. How did you make money the past 5 to 10 years? How did you support yourself, sustain yourself? This is important because depending on what you want to do next, it's kind of going to be important to know how you made it to doing whatever you're doing right now. So you can answer in your question, did you have a job? Did you work for hire? Did you have investments? Real estate? So put your examples. How did you make money? Work 40 hours a week? I work 100 hours a week. But I don't have to. But I want to. But how I sustain myself is investments and work for hire. The last question. So now you're filling up. What can you talk about effortlessly? And that you enjoy talking about? And that you don't get into fights with people when you talk about it. Let's just stay with positive things. So, if you can talk about politics effortlessly, but it turns into an argument, let's not put that on our list. Let's put something else. Want to know what's on my list? What can I talk about effortlessly? Sociology, psychology, statistics, volleyball, music, movies, video games. Oh, yes, of course, I can talk about. I talk about that stuff too, about what I do. I drink water. Yeah, okay, so my list is, I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this exercise. I'm calling it a what next, but it's kind of how you can have a happy every day. You want to be happy every day, you got to be doing something that is from within you and the truth within you to feel motivated to do it and to want to do it. And it'll make you feel good because you're trying something that's from inside of you. So you might fall asleep tonight, and you might fall asleep 100 nights. What you're going to do, well, I skipped a part. That's why you're confused. I skipped a part. You guys remember what we did?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take one word from each category and you make a funny, weird sentence. So yours could be, what's one thing from your one category? What did you grow up around? So mine would be Greek, dancing, because I said, I'm not going to put nice teeth because I just like dancing better on my sentence. But I could put teeth. I'll put work for hire, and I'll put movies. So that's a weird sentence. Greek, dancing, work for hire, movies. Would I like to make a movie about dancing and being Greek? Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of out there. I don't know how to fit that in my life, but I know that that's something that might make me happy and keep me happy. So maybe dancing once in a while is something I could be doing next. Maybe just sleeping on this. And I'll actually share with you guys what came to me after sleeping. I was like, what next? Well, I have a theory. I have a philosophy on dance. Being Greek with Greeks and philosophers, my next thing could be writing up my philosophy about dancing. And putting it on video, making a movie about it, making a documentary about it, sharing it with people, because it's a philosophy that makes me happy and it has the potential to make other people happy too. And while I'm doing it, some people might like it, some people might not. Doesn't matter, because not everybody's gonna like what you do or like you. But you gotta do something that's true from inside of you and share it and just keep going. Take positive feedback from people you respect. And if somebody says something and you can see if that's true or not, then always go back to yourself and what you want to do and the truth within you to go on and have your happy every days. Sound like a good ending right there? Okay. I mean, I winged it so many times. I've done this so many times that it could go any direction. I just added the teeth, by the way. Somebody said it yesterday. A bum over there. You know, the bums, that the homeless people. He's like looking at the, Chica can't see my face. Chica, you got to see this imitation if you're paying attention. Hold on. He's got to see this because it's kind of funny. But I don't know how to make it work. How to make video work. Here you go. So this is how it happened.
Yeah, I can see it.
So mind you, so I pull on the light and he's like, wow, and I thought he's gonna say something like you're pretty or something, but he's like, you got nice teeth. And I was like, I have not heard that in a while, but you know what? A lot of people tell me that. A lot of strangers have said that to me, but I never, in Europe and in Greece, people in Greece smoke cigarettes and drink coffee a lot. So their teeth is not as nice. So they actually in Greece are like, are your teeth real? And I'm like, yes, they are. What is real, right? Like, that's very true. What is real? But yes, okay, so that's that funny story. So I added to my notebook, or you know how I told you guys to keep these answers? You're gonna do that. You've done what you just did, write it down and always add to it. And it's something that you can be doing so that you keep on living from the truth within you, and kind of because the universe, the technology that comes into your life, like for me, I could produce a dance theory video and publish it because we have the internet and master classes and all these things. So I can actually do this dance theory thing. I can actually execute it, because if it was 30 years ago, I might not be able to do my dance theory because not everybody had a video camera, right? So you just keep filling the answers, and then the reality in the technology, whatever, will come, and then you end up here. Oh, that's how I wanted to end my speech. You guys, I wasn't ready to end it. You're here because of technology allowed for this to happen. Do you agree?
Yeah.
A lot of us sitting here are because we got opportunities, the world changed, the world allowed for people to come, when we're from all over the world here. That's how I want to end it. I got to remember that. You guys think that's a good ending?
But you're not connecting.
Yes.
It's a good ending, but it's not like mixing it well.
Yeah, I've been making notes about that lately.
Okay.
Because that's why I put technology in what I grew up around. But I also had technology in what I can talk about effortlessly.
Yeah.
And then I was going to go into my experience working in the music industry, where technology changed the industry so much that I didn't want to stay in a business, because I had a company where I had a lot of other singers' songs in my catalog, and we were making them digital because there was no more CDs, right? Who listens to CDs now? Who uses a CD player, right? So that's back when I decided to stop what I was doing, which I was still going to make money. We were doing some, but it seemed like it was too much of I felt uncomfortable. So I stopped and I went back to school. And that was my what next. My what next was, I do like technology, I do like music, I do like business and working and companies, but actually doing it at this crossroads in time where the business that I'm in is totally crumbling from no more selling CDs, right? So that was a good clue for me to say, well, the next thing is go and make myself level up. And I learned organizational psychology. I went in as an my degree was industrial organizational psychology. And it was, why did I pick it? Because I was already in business. I was already an executive. I didn't want an MBA. I already had a master's in statistics. So into the doctoral program, I was like, well, I don't want to be a psychologist, go talk to one person and how are you feeling? I'm more of a lot of people kind of thing, and big companies so that's why I was like, okay. And the record labels were going out of business. Companies that were selling CDs and tapes, there's hardly any. Just like right now, there's no more places that rent videos because we get Netflix, right?
Yeah. Online too.
Netflix is online. So that was a good time for my what next to be, hey, I do have a desire to know more about organizations and theories and things, and just something like, how do you handle a change that's external? And that's in our book. I'm not sure what chapter, but we're going to go through internal and external factors that, well, it caused me as a person to change my direction and be flexible. But organizations as a whole, a law changes, your business can change. Technology changes, your business is going to change, right? There's an earthquake, your business can change. You have corrupt people working for you inside your company doing bad stuff, your business is going to change. Internal factors, external factors. That's what this class is about. Did you guys know that, basically? It's about that. Developing organizations, designing organizations, how you can.
That's what I write it, man. First assignment, that's what I write.
You posted already?
A little bit, not too much. Close.
I wish I could turn the camera around so that it's facing that way.
No, that's very beautiful. Don't worry.
Okay. So, did anybody find the article? Chica, before you logged on, I said we're gonna find the article and post it. You're gonna read chapters 1 and 2, and then this article right here. Did anybody find it yet and learn?
Which article is that?
It's an article that's related. I just want you, so we're learning language and terms, and that's why I want to expose you to a textbook author's writing. And then I believe when I put this together, Egan was in here as a suggested. You have the book?
No.
Okay.
So this is the
No, I don't have it.
well,
Organizational, what's the name?
okay, so let me do a screen share with you.
Okay.
I think that's how this works. Okay, so this is also right here. You see it in the screen share? Am I moving it around? Woo, the book, you guys, it's a ghost. It's a ghost book. It might jump out. Here you go. I don't know what.
Yes, yes, you are.
It's I don't know if you can get a digital. Does it say you can get digital?
Okay, organizational development.
You guys see it right here on the end? You guys all see it in class? So what's your plan? I mean, I think it's important to get it. I'm not the best judge of how you're gonna get it. Do you guys, you usually buy your textbooks?
I'm gonna look it up. The name.
Be honest. The honest answer is the best answer.
For $88 on Amazon.
Oh, you get soft copy.
What kind of copy?
Soft copy.
Yeah, this one's soft, the one I have. Does the library have a few that you guys can use?
The ebook.
The ebook is how much? Oh, let's see what Dr. Pop did for you guys. Let's go over here. Hold on, I might have done something that's really awesome, like, no, this won't work because you need a login for VitalSource. So the book is available on VitalSource. I think you guys have it.
Okay.
Okay, go into, you guys saw where I went.
Donald.
So look at where I am. I'm down here before week 1. Are you guys over here before week 1? Let's all try this. Go to right here, just, so do you guys see this where it says journal articles? So group discussion questions. Oh, here you guys go. Look at what I got for you. I put all this, so if you download this part right here, can you guys see that? That is one download of the slides for all the PowerPoints for this. So that is.
Okay, the PowerPoints I have downloaded.
You got them from this class, from this section. Good. Everybody, let's all find it. Chica, did you find them?
Is it in week 1?
It's before week 1. Did you do your post for the first week?
Yes. I allowed it today morning. There's I allowed it in the morning.
Good. All right. So there you go. So go to 1 and 2 and go through those.
Just 1 and 2.
For this week.
But this is slides.
Yeah.
On the slide.
Get the book then.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
We're trying to work with you here.
No, I'm just kidding.
So you can come here and use the book, but you're in Orange County too, right? So got the slides. Then go down here, go further down. So every week the Zoom is going to be here. Go down. This is 48 Laws of Power. Did we go through this in class, with dissertation class? I like this book. Emotional intelligence, that's a little bit more information about the test you guys are taking this week. It's not a test, it's a personal test. Chica, You see it down there? I don't know if you took it last time around. And right here, boom. Try to do this, guys. Try to log into this thing and see if you guys have. I think everybody has it. I think it's a thing that we have. Well. Okay. My password's not working, but that's no surprise. Let's see if I have my password on my phone. So if I don't have a password, you guys probably don't know what the heck.
Do we have to log in from our school ID?
Vital source. So I didn't take note of what my password is. So let's see. OneDrive. Nope. Nope. I might be E. Papadopoulos. E-P-A-P-A-D. So. Oh, gosh. Does it say it? Do we have a? Hey, it works. So that's a thing. So now I need to make sure you guys get it, because I think, if I remember correctly, we all have it. You guys are supposed to have this too. I'm just
We never got an email about this thing.
we might have, and then we just like didn't see it, or just because I just might have just forgot just now. I'm human. So try to get the book. Try to see what you need to do to get the book. So in this about this before week 1, where it says vital, yeah, there you go. Does it say create an account anywhere? Does it say create an account anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, create an account.
Create an account?
Yeah, try it. Try that. So Chica, create an account. We're gonna try that, and then I'm going to. I'm gonna take attendance. Honey.
We have to create an account, or we can use the.
He's asking for
Bookshelf?
Yeah, use your school. Use your
School email?
school. Yeah. You have your school email?
Yes.
Because with school email, I think we have you. I think it's already. You're going to be able to get access. So we're going to try it, and if it doesn't work, we're just going to we're going to email somebody who might have an answer for us. So Ola is Olaitan Ola Yewola. Oh, did somebody know where Ibrahim is?
Right.
Yeah. And Deji?
Yeah, pretty nice.
Let me see if he emailed me. Did you, and nobody talks to him? Chica, do you know if Ibrahim's okay? Okay, I don't. Ibrahim, got it. Okay, he sent me a message. Got it. Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know, but I called him a couple of times today. I called him like 3 times, but he didn't pick up. So I was hoping he would be in class today.
Yeah, it's fun a lot.
The email's from 11 o'clock this morning, which 11 in the morning, so he gave me plenty of time.
So
Oh, he says he's sick.
so are you saying we create an account with Bookshelf?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did, I mean,
And then we see what happens.
you have to have a code to redeem it or shop.
I am going to go here.
He said he's sick.
And look.
Okay.
He said he's sick. Yeah, he said he's sick.
Oh,
Now I'm
sick. Okay.
Oh, you guys can't see your case studies yet. I'll give you a sneak peek right now. Think of companies that embrace technology and are leaders in industry. Answer the following prompts. What is the mission of the company? Did the mission change over time? Think Netflix, Amazon, Tesla, or any company that you choose. You guys don't see the case study yet, right?
No.
Okay, well, this is a sneak peek. Service. What is the customer service experience like for that company? Contact the company yourself and experience, or read reviews online. Describe the ways to contact. How long do you wait? The response accuracy. What social media does the company use? You guys can pick AT&T. You guys can pick, because you all have cell phones here, right? So you guys can pick, because then you're actually calling as a customer. But if you have Amazon, you can call Amazon. If you have Netflix, you can call Netflix. And that's what I'm saying for this case study. And then change. Research when the company experienced the change and write about it. So Netflix had, the DVD rentals, they used to mail them to people, but then they changed and now it's all streaming, right? Amazon, and just Amazon, and then Amazon Prime was a change, and then Amazon Prime, and then the wars with the mailing, with the shipping stuff, right? All that, and it just, you order and it's right there. How'd it get there so fast? And fresh, and Amazon. What's the other one that's yellow and that comes within an hour?
Is it? I don't know.
I have it. Prime Now? I think it's Amazon Prime Now.
Amazon Prime.
No, it comes within an hour.
An hour? No, I'm not aware of that. But
It's Prime Now. Here, I'll show you the icon. See that? Do you see that orange? It's an orange icon.
yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yep. Prime Now.
Wow.
Yeah, and maybe because where I live, it might work, or maybe I really don't know. But it makes you, if like for Whole Foods, I spend $10 or $30, I have to order maybe $30 worth of stuff, and then they'll bring it in like a little cooler of stuff too.
Oh.
Yeah, one time I ordered stuff, once or twice. But
Wow.
it's crazy, right?
It is.
What?
You have to have another membership for that. Like
No, I don't think so. I don't have another. I just can't. I have regular Prime, and then Prime Now means I can get it within an hour, but I have to spend a certain amount of money.
Oh, that's the VIP membership.
Is it? Am I paying extra for that? I got a.
You want to pay extra for that.
I'm probably
You
huh?
want
Yeah.
to pay extra for that.
if there's
I do
something in an
flex.
hour, they
I
charge you.
I pay like I think $150 every year for Amazon Prime.
Even for fresh, you have to pay something.
Oh. Prime Now has my shopping cart from Amazon in it though. Let me see. Does it?
that would be, you guys, like, even in your case study, you could break all these things down. And that will fill up a lot of your case, because you got, don't you have Prime like mom too? Because when I had a baby, it was like, oh, be Amazon Prime mom, get diapers. And then that's how they got me. That's how they got me in there. My daughter doesn't wear diapers anymore, but I still pay for Prime. Or, subscribe and save.
Yeah.
Right?
Even Walmart has it now.
Subscribe and save?
Yeah, something like that, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Prime, yeah.
Target have it, they have the card now, so you save 15%. They're developing.
To do what? To subscribe and save?
Yeah, they have like cards now. If you have the card, you save 15%. If you pay by cash, you save more than that.
And things are going to subscription, right? Are you guys noticing things are going similar to how Netflix has a subscription? Other things are trying to go to subscription base.
Yeah.
Gosh, somebody was telling me, and I'm spacing on it, but I worked at a video game company that was one of the first to do this thing, and they were charging $15 a month, and there was it was up to 15 million people at some points playing a video game and paying $15 a month. So how much money do you think came in to the company?
Like a lot of money, but it came.
And it started, this is 25, not 25 years ago. They started making games 25 years ago, but then the internet had to happen. And then the internet had to make other people connect from all over the world to play a video game. So the first thing that made this a multi-billion-dollar company was that they took video games that people played in the same room, but now the internet technology said, I could play, you guys could be in Jordan, and we could play in the same video game.
Yeah, it's like addicted in the children, you know that doctor? Have like small guys, they like addicted.
Yeah, but now it's free.
Like online.
But now video games online, they're free now, and they charge you other things inside the game. Back then, they charged you $15 a month. Did I tell you it was $15 a month?
Yeah.
Yes.
$15 a month, 15 million people. You do the math. Let me show you the guy, one of the leaders of this party. And I was just talking about him today because he's a great leader. This is a guy who's if you guys want somebody to learn about that's not like Bezos or the ones that are in the spotlight. These guys are still superstars. Like this guy's a superstar. Him and his friends and $10,000 from his grandma helped start the company. There were times that the company had to use credit cards to pay people, and they were in bad situations, but they just stuck with it, and then the internet happened. So these guys were doing this what next sentence thing. They were making the video games they love to make. And then the internet said, well, now you can connect everybody. And they just, boom, banked on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you do what from within them, these guys were, I can call them nerdy, geeky guys that played video games, and they wanted to make a better video game of the game that they were playing. And then it just so happened that at that time, the internet said, let's connect everybody. Money. But did they suffer before? Yeah, a little. Was it hard? Yeah, it was. But do you think money comes easy? It really doesn't. Like, it does sometimes, yeah. But there's hard work. There's dedication. There's discipline. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Okay. Kudos, Mike. That's why if it wasn't for this guy, I wouldn't have stayed at the company as long as I did. I was there to learn from him. And he's left. He's not there anymore.
He's not.
Yeah.
Oh, and he founded the company.
Yes.
He sold the company and he left?
Nope. Didn't sell. So Blizzard Entertainment was a game studio, a small game studio, and Activision was a bigger company, and then it became Activision Blizzard. and then it just went through its life cycle of a business, like, and leadership and changes. We'll get to those things. All right, so everybody tried this?
We've been able to create the account, but we don't have access to the code. So how do we do it?
So you created the account.
Yeah.
Create the account, but we didn't find the bar.
Do you have redeem codes anywhere? Let's see if we got codes anywhere. Do we have codes anywhere?
Like, we don't have codes, but there's a section for redeem, but I don't know. There's no codes.
That's not it. You would think it would be right here somewhere. So does it let you look for books when you guys are in your account or no?
I searched organization development, it did not show anything.
Yeah, that's what I do.
We did
Like this.
search.
How about this?
Yeah.
To go to
Okay.
shop now.
So just so that we don't drive Rupali crazy and everybody sent her an email, I'm just gonna send an email, one email from me.
About this, you just go to shop now. You
Don't-
can find the.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy it. Does it say to buy it? Does it say to
No.
buy it? Is it open? It
It's
might
open
be.
if you want.
It's okay, Dr. Isabel.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money in stuff.
No.
You can't buy the book for
Try
everybody.
it. Try it.
Try to buy it.
Does it say you wanna buy it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, right?
This
No,
is-
let's
yeah. I go to the easy way, shop now.
You did get it? Did you buy it?
No,
Don't-
not yet.
Okay.
He's gonna buy it for all of us.
Yeah, I told you, Isabel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found it. Just
Well, just, let's see, I'm just, you might have to buy it.
I think.
How much does it say?
Amazon says really expensive.
Then, if you go to redeem code, you don't have that code. What is that code?
So you need a code, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm.
That- Some code for the school. Hello.
Business 7020 org dev text on vital source. Do we have a code for students? Or do they have to pay? And how much is it when you says, or do we have a code for students to redeem, or do students have to pay extra? I thought it was included, but I don't know. Please don't. I don't know. Do we have a code for students to redeem, or do students? All right. So we'll know next week.
Let's see.
So you guys are just gonna have to. Well, no, actually, we'll know when she emails me. How about when she lets me know? I'll just email you guys.
That's great.
But right now, you have the PowerPoint, you have the article, and we haven't found the article yet.
And for the next week, we can just log in and that is coming. For all the semester or the.
No, just next week.
Just the.
Oh, only next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just-
What we do it intermittently. We log on next week, we come. Other week, we log on.
I will take your suggestions, and I don't make decisions, but I take votes and I propose things, and other people make decisions, and that's how I roll.
that was cool.
So you have a suggestion? That's a suggestion?
There is a suggestion. Why I'm suggesting that, like, I wouldn't know where I stay. I stay in Riverside.
I think it was nice.
I have
You're
to
both in
drive-
Riverside?
I have to drive like 100 miles to come here. 100 miles back, like 200 miles for me to meet the class.
Also, and
Yeah, well, so
So this would be
I know
one
this
way.
class-
I don't want to hear excuses or.
It's not an
I
excuse.
agree with
It's not an excuse, but this will go a long way.
Look,
Like making the class.
We like technology.
I like technology,
technology.
and I know the value of the in-person interaction.
No, no,
You
no,
guys,
sorry.
you guys are gonna get a lot of value with me in front of you and being here.
We can meet in Starbucks in Midway.
That we can, we kind of,
Sometimes, yeah.
that I have heard that we can maybe do something like that. They're in Riverside. I don't want to go to Riverside. I'm in LA in the morning. You're here. So I think it's fine. I think we'll Chica doesn't want to come. We already know he's written us off already. And he's in Riverside and in Riverside. So, well, we want.
Okay.
This is a class that you're going to learn stuff that you will take to any industry. This is stuff that you will learn that when you go to other industry or you're observing, not even just work at a company you work at or a company you own or a company you run, but churches, governments, nonprofits, for-profits, like this work, these things that you learn are it's valuable. So I want you guys to get the value and remember things.
Okay.
And my dissertation was about in-person having such high, it's the richest channel of communication being in person. And once a week is not a lot, people, right? So it's just like, how hard do you want to work for what you want to get? Do you want to be, I can name call right now. I can call you guys like something, excuse makers. That's a nice name. I'm trying to not curse.
Yeah, but you know,
If you go and buy, it's asking for rental, like 120-day rental is for $46. 90-day rental is for $41. It's asking
We only need, how many days do we need? We need 8 weeks and.
yeah, so I have to pay like $40 for that.
Well, let's see what the emails when I just so we'll get the reply and see how that works out. So you're here for a reason. You might not know the reason. You might think your reason is just to get a degree because you have that goal, or do you think you're going to learn something to run your company better, or to get a better job? This is something I did want to record on video, and I'm going to do it. But not on the camera that you're on, Chica.
okay, okay.
Different camera. And that's a good shot. Stop. I want you guys, I won't. Okay. What did I just say? Why are you here?
Yes.
And what's the degree going to do for you?
To improve our business.
To increase our skill sets and to make us prepare for the
To make us better employees in the organization.
I know your goals, and your goals is
Teach.
Is that too?
Yes.
And to increase your skills?
to improve our skill sets and be able to adapt easily to work environment.
Yeah, to get from your wealth of experience.
Well, Ola actually mentioned what I wanted to lecture about. Because right before we started rolling, I said to you guys, you might not know why you're here. You might think it's for these things, but 10 years later, you're going to have some value from this being in this place and space, in person and time, that you didn't even know. Now, our school, California Miramar University, knowledge is power. Who agrees with that? Raise your hand.
Sure.
Knowledge is power?
Sure.
Yeah.
You agree? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Raise your hand. Follow the instructions. Millionaire. You're like, I'm already a millionaire. I don't have to follow. I know this. Duh. Okay. So I was thinking, well, you know what? So let's just level our students up with like laws of power that have been lingering. You know, people read about it. There was an author named Robert Greene, and he wrote the 48 Laws of Power. And one of them says, steal other people's work and take credit for it.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that power?
I mean, you adapted it, you adapted the work of government.
Wait a second, I'm gonna get to where you guys are like, what? We have to do APA citations and references and
okay.
whenever, we write a paper and we have to cite who it is, and now you're telling me I need to just steal it and say it's mine? That's not ethical. That's what somebody said to me yesterday. I was like, wait a second, let's dissect it and make it ethical. I said, could it be, you know, when there's a company and you work there and they pay you a little bit of money, and anything you invent or create or suggest, the company takes credit for it and the company owns it. So is the company more powerful than you? Is the company taking credit for your blood and sweat? Because you answered the question that you want this degree to work at a company, right? So do you see how it seems like it's a bad law of power, and it's like, don't do that, that's not nice.
That's what it is.
But isn't that how the world goes round and how organizations and companies go around? Do I know somebody who has like 12 patents and inventions, but none of them, he invented them, but the company he works at has them. They're not his. So it's exactly that law. So if you want to go work at a company, that company's gonna have, who's gonna have power? You or that company?
Company.
Huh? So this law of power is not as bad as you guys think it is. Think about copyright law in organizations and patent law. When you go and you get a copyright, so if I could pay Hani to sing a song for me, and then I own it. He did the work, but I'm taking credit. That's all that law says. It's not that bad. Yes, in APA style, you guys are scientists and you're gonna credit other scientists as you're writing like a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
But is that law really that bad? What do you guys think?
No, not true.
You know, if you are not coerced to do it, you did it willingly. Somebody going to pay you to do this, and if you do the service and you get paid for it, I don't think there's any problem with that.
When you read the law, though, like the way this book is written, it's entertaining a little bit and it's a little dark, but I like it, and I put it in there for you guys to check out for fun. And when you guys read these things and you say, "Oh, that's mean or wrong," that's where I want you guys to stop and be like, breathe and really think about it. What's so wrong about it? And then understand it's a law of power for a reason. So you know what I did yesterday? I looked up, I put a video game character in for this video game called Overwatch before I left Blizzard. And then one of the characters, Diva is the character's name, she has the fusion gun but she has nothing else about. So I gave the team that makes the video game characters a character. So a new character came out and she had the same weapon. Then my name Effie, but it came out as Effie Oladell. You guys like that, right? Because you know it's Nigerian, right? Oladell. Oladell. Effie Oladell. Oladeli. That's right. It's Oladell.
It's short form. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want to see what she looks like? She's really cute. So in and I'm not a hero in the video game. In the video game, she's, and you guys can't, this camera can't see it, but in the video game, she invents a robot with the heart in it, and that robot with the heart goes in the video game and shoots the place. Because obviously, like, I worked at a company that made a game called World of Warcraft, and I'm just like, World of Peacecraft, everybody. I was like very hippie love, kind of like, I was like, so shooting guns, yeah, I was not for it. But since then, I have grown and learned. So, you guys think she's cute, right? There's Effie Oladell. So, lucky for me, the company didn't steal my character, but do they have every right because I gave them the PowerPoint with the whole story? I'm not going to tell you her name, or I'm changing the name of everything. But, and I'm going to turn the camera off too, because I'm going to tell these live students, but people who are going to see it online or whatever, they're not going to know because it's not out. So, you guys are lucky. So my character was Greek, obviously, and she had a fusion energy suit with a fusion gun, and Diva has a fusion gun in the game. And her story, first I killed her dad. So, typical Greek, right? Typical Greek. I'm like, no, let's not kill the dad. Let's just have the dad be kidnapped. So the dad gets kidnapped. He's a fusion scientist. He helped make fusion energy happen, and the Greek power company, it's called, it powers the whole Earth in this story. And this is the one I sent into Blizzard, which they're not going to use. I'm going to use it because it's my story. So that's all they took from what I gave them, which is pretty nice, because now I still have my story, my game, my character. So her dad gets kidnapped, but he sends a notebook to her that gives her the answers to make a fusion energy shoot. So she's like a superhero, this character. And she has a fusion gun, like, for fighting. Fun, right? So the dad's kidnapped because we're going to bring the dad in later in the story. She's the first trillionaire in the story. Trillionaire, why? Because she found a way to give people electricity and give them electricity and power for way cheaper. Way cheaper. And a lot of people were able to use it. So what's wrong with that? Nothing. There's more to the story. The story keeps building. There's an Indian experience in there.
Okay.
Yep. There's a Muslim in there too. Yep. You want to know what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
No, Chica's camera's rolling, but that was not. I'll tell you what happened in the story. So there's an Indian. So you know how we have GMO right now? You know what genetically modified foods are? So there's companies that make fake food and they want to sell more of their fake food, and they get involved in politics. And so in this time where this story is set, she's got trillions of dollars. Let's say trillions. Now it's multi-trillions. It's not just a trillion. Okay? And India they don't have GMO, but the Monsanto-like company wants to come in there and put GMO in India. And so this Indian guy goes to the trillionaire because he wants money to pay politicians in India to not do the GMO. Does this sound familiar? Does this sound like how the world kind of works?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. Politics.
Yeah, so somehow this guy made an impression on her at this business meeting. It was kind of like a mentor group, or she's a trillionaire and there's a bunch of people pitching ideas to her, right? So he made an impression enough where she's going off in her helicopter with her assistant, and her assistant's like, wow, that guy asked you a lot of questions and you never lost your cool. So this Indian guy just was in pitching, but asking her the right questions that revealed a lot about her, and that she still stayed cool and calm during a time where she could have really got mad at somebody picking, like, and asking. So it was like, this is where the story goes to a love story, by the way.
Inside the game.
No, it's actually not a game. Well, I submitted the character to be a character in that video game, but I was just writing the story, the backstory. So what this actually is, it's anybody see Bandersnatch on Netflix? Choose Your Adventure. So if you want to know the love story, you pick a button and you go this way in the story or the movie. If you want to know more about how she became a trillionaire and the details and before her dad got kidnapped. Oh, no, sorry. In this story, you could pick to make her the superhero. But she's basically just a normal human trillionaire. But part of the story is she's a superhero. Part of the story is a love story. The other part of the story is you pick if you want to find out her history. And then another one is she's wicked, evil, assassinating people. She's an assassin too, but that's part of the superhero one because there's enough of the world that she's helping, and people have food, people have vaccines, people have education. But just like we have North Korea right now, right? And some other, we have North Korea and a couple little places that are just, you can't help them. Like there's places where people could be hungry and other countries say, we want to help you, but we just can't. So because stuff like that was happening in this future world as well, she just started killing people, like the leaders of those countries. Yeah, it's good. So my personal favorite is the love story one, but for entertainment purposes, we want the superhero, the killer, right? Yeah, it's freaking cool. So I drifted a lot.
Which story earned the most? So the different stories have like the rating, right? Which one, like, if I am a gamer, which one I'm picking? So which had the higher rating if there were 3 stories? Who played the superhero more? Who played the assassin more? And who played the love story? Like,
no, it's more like Netflix Bandersnatch, where you're watching a movie and the character can do this or this, and you pick which way you want to go, and then they show you. So I didn't make it. I know I made it for a video game, but I was just writing the story of. So she would actually be the character fighting in the video game if she made it in this video game. But I don't think they're going to put a Greek in there. I mean, whatever. They might. Who knows? It doesn't matter. The point is I wanted to write a story about this possible scenario where the world is a better place because we have better power. We have lots of people who have food, vaccines, education, and maybe there's only 2 billion people alive. So there might be a time where it just happens and there's not that many people anymore. Something might have happened. I don't know. I haven't decided how that would be in this other story where, you find out more about her history. So the love story brings in the Muslim. Oh, you guys are not gonna like this. All right. So the guy is a vegetarian. Definitely does not eat cows.
oh, it's Hindu.
You guys following?
It's their god. They don't eat cow.
Who's they? Aren't you from India?
Yeah, but I'm not Hindu.
I think no.
India has Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Catholic.
Okay.
They have like.
They say they
So
have
you
1,000
eat a cow?
children.
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
So you're the
No,
cow. Right. Exactly.
I love
See what
cows.
she just said? She's like, it's fine. Totally fine because I'm banking on that to make a scene in this story. So the Indian guy makes an impression. He invites her to, he's also like a fairly wealthy Indian, but he still didn't have enough money to pay off the politicians. That's why he needed her help. So he invites her over to whatever. What are they called? Your houses in India? Castles or palaces or?
Yeah.
What are they?
Not before, not anymore.
No, for now.
Right now.
Palaces, yeah, palaces.
Just palaces?
Right now, no. That is just apartment houses and all that.
Nah, this guy has an estate because she's not going.
I think they say temple,
Palace.
temple or something.
Is there no way they wash?
That
So
one I
them,
think-
yeah. Temples, they
Temples,
worship.
yeah.
No,
No,
temple is a
yeah.
church. No, we'll say, okay, so we'll just say
It's
like
palace.
this guy,
Yeah.
this guy's palace in India. He has a palace. But like I said, he still didn't have enough money to pay off all the politicians to keep them on time. So he happens to have a Muslim servant. And so She comes to visit, tick, 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 and mind you, we don't have an electric helicopter in this story. This is what makes the story really silly too, because she flies around in a helicopter that makes noise, and I want it fusion powered, not electric. That's where I came with. Okay, so it's still a helicopter though that makes noise. Yeah, so it makes but it's fusion powered. So she goes there, and he says to his servant, "Give her anything she wants." Right? And the Muslim servant's like, "Okay, whatever she wants." So she just happens to say, "Well, I'd love a filet mignon right now." Like she was working out, and you know when you work out and you exercise, you kind of want to eat, like to sometimes feel like protein or something. So what's a filet mignon made out of? Yeah. But this guy.
Cow makes meat.
Yeah, it does. Right. And this guy just happened to have cows on his palace, and he had a favorite baby cow, and his Muslim servant killed that cow and said, "Oh
Oh my
yeah."
God, it's banned now in India, cow. A lot of states doesn't have cow because they worship God is their God. Basically, cow is their godmother, something like
So
that.
you can't keep it as a pet, or
You can pet it, but you cannot kill anymore. You cannot have beef in it there anymore.
right? But the Muslim guy,
They know.
he's and his guy said do whatever she wants. So this guy, what is he supposed to do?
Yeah.
Because he's like, really do whatever she wants because she's right.
So what happened? Did he get mad or no? The story's getting so interesting. Like I want to know what's next.
So what I heard was he did get mad at her, and then I'm trying to formulate how she gets mad at him.
I think we killed him.
Huh?
I think we killed him.
You kill her?
Yeah. That's what I think. You gotta do it.
He's gonna kill her?
That's what I think.
No, but it's his
Her?
mistake. Wait,
The maid.
no, the servant. It's a male. It's a male guy. Yeah.
That's not what I think.
We're gonna name him Honey. How about that? Should we name him Honey? But yeah, right? It's a good
Yeah.
story.
He would have definitely killed. That's what happens in India.
He would kill her or the Muslim guy? The
The Muslim
servant.
guy, the
He would
servant.
kill the servant? No, he's a nice guy though. He's nice. Like he doesn't like hurting animals. He won't hurt people. He does, get upset a little bit, but he shakes it off.
Seriously? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the story. Okay.
That's where we're at so
Yeah.
far, I think, with that chain. And then, and then you're like, he kills her, or he tries to kill her, but which he could, and by sending out the death call to her, it gets back to wherever her father's being held hostage or kidnapped, to where now her father has to come out of hiding and just like save her. But that could go that way.
That's why I cannot find this story, the whole story.
It's in my head. Actually, no, I have. I have it in a book. I have it in a book. I started. It's on a PDF. It's on a Word. There's only like 3 sentences. Yeah, it's in a Word doc. Let me check. What did I call it? Wait. Surya. That's the guy's name.
Surya.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. Here, okay, people, you want to see the story? No.
Yeah.
It's 2 paragraphs. You see the 2 paragraphs?
Yeah.
How much did I just tell you of the story?
The whole like 10 minutes.
I just told you like a lot of the story. Oh, Chica, I hope it's recording because then that way I have it here and somebody else can. Hey, I hope this is recording because if it's recording, I think it's recording. So then that way I could say, hey, I can have somebody watch this video and type it out. There we go. Because I sure as heck am not typing it out. You notice that, right? But it's a good story. And if I look up when I started the story, it was before Overwatch was released. Or no. You know what? You should see the Fusion Factory too, because in the story that I sent while I worked at this company, I actually gave them pictures of the Fusion Factory. You guys want to see the character? I think you do. Hold on. We're having fun in this class or no?
Yes.
Hold on. Buried in a hard drive. Hold on. The mistake that I made is I named her Victory in Greek. But that's not going to be her name, by the way. The only name we have right now is Surya and Hani. I like it. Can you be the killer of the cow? Okay. So. Anybody else want to throw in a name?
How much you would pay for me?
Huh?
How much you would pay for me?
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. I got you. I got you. Oh, wait. Well, now you guys, I want to find it. I'm not going to use that art. I have the art of the superhero, which I don't know where it is, but let's see if it's in my Gmail. Okay. Hello. Oh, gotta find it. Okay, you guys, I think I found it. So this, we're talking 2015. Do you guys see the date here? But before that. Okay, boom. So this is how characters in a video game would be. These are the stats that they would have. Where's the rest of it? Okay. Oh, you know what? I'll share this with the screen. Why not? Because, you know, who knows when I'm ever gonna find this and pull this up again. All right. Share. This was a draft. Let's see how far I got. So I made her fit into where I worked. You guys, isn't the story awesome? The story I just told you.
Yeah.
So why the heck did I want to? I wanted to squeeze her into, you know, a character that's making the company billions and millions of dollars. Not like the work I did there had millions and millions in efficiency gains. That means I said things to do strategically in business intelligence so that the company saved money, which is an efficiency gain, and we're talking in the multi-millions of dollars. Did I get paid that? No, but I didn't mind not getting paid because I was there to learn. I was there to learn how to operate a multi-billion-dollar corporation. That's why I was there. And I like that leader, Mike Morheimer, I showed you guys. So now, 2015 we said, and what year are we in? It's so many years later. So I made this thing from inside of me, which is Greek, right? Like we were talking about the self-awareness and all that. And then I wanted to fit her in to basically give them this law of power, to basically be like, here, take credit for this thing that I'm creating. So they did, you know, you guys saw little Effie Liddell and Diva, who has the fusion. You guys didn't see her. Okay, that doesn't matter. So the daughter of Overwatch chief scientist, Dr. Papadopoulos, Nike, but we're thinking about that's my dad at the time. Nike is the CEO of the new Zoe Global Power Station. It's the new, what I told you guys, a fusion factory. Historically, a lignite, then solar energy station, because right now it's a lignite coal mining factory. It's a real place that she takes over and makes a fusion factory. And her father evolved the power station into a global power station using helium-3. So went to the moon, got helium-3, made fusion happen. So here, she's the CEO and she has 3 kids, according to this version of it. Nike is fusion walking. Her gear, her gear was built with specs in a notebook that her father sent her before his disappearance. Here you go. So this is the copy where the dad disappeared, because few copies he was dead. We had killed him. And so, but this is my dad's real name. So I changed the names in later copies. So I said he'll come in later in the story. So meet Nike. She is her name. This is her name. This is how old she is. She's a CEO. She's from this city in Greece, and her affiliation is this power station company. This is what it looks like, really, guys. The place that I'm talking about that's real looks like that crap. I look like crap or what? I look like crap. This is still the old one. It's just a good picture. It doesn't mean it doesn't have that crap. But those are steam stacks. But the whole ground is dug up and it's cold. And then here's the cool, I picked the nuclear fusion reactor, and that I said, okay, well then we're gonna make the factory look like that. Very clean, nice. That is a fusion reactor. Then I was like, okay, so if she's a superhero, this is her weapon. She has a gun like this. You know what? That does look like Diva's gun. Maybe they did put it in here. Here, look at this, guys. Let's see how close that gun looks to this one, because I'm just noticing it now. So here's the hero that has the fusion. Here she is. She doesn't look like me at all. Anyway, but here's her gun. Is that the fusion gun? That's a fusion cannon. Okay, the fusion cannon, doesn't really look like. That's the gun. Well, anyways. So then I put skills that a video game character would have, or a superhero would have. She can do these powers. So this is like if you are in the story and you're not doing the love story anymore and you're doing the superhero, you'll get some of this stuff in there. Heat Lex Net. So this is partly named after my sister and hot yoga. That's where this comes from. So she has a left elbow that makes like a net, and it's a superhero thing, right? And the net comes up and it makes it like 168 degrees. So when it's super hot, what are you? That's the point of this. So it slows the enemies down. I mean, you don't call them enemies, whatever it is, but that was fun. And then the fusion, this is a way that she can move, like really fast. Anyway, you guys are gonna see the picture soon. I don't think I'm gonna use the picture. But. So this is how I described how I wanted her to look, okay? And we're talking, this is 2015 now, guys. And this is what the concept art came out to be. I don't like it too much. I think it's okay, but
I don't like it.
She's the mom?
well, she is. Notice how her stomach is not that small. I don't like it.
Exactly. She have a beautiful face, to be honest.
The
The muscle in this
too
girl,
muscular.
I don't
Too
like
much,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Too much, yeah.
And she's a Thai Muslim, like way too much.
But she have a beautiful face.
I liked it, right? I thought it was cool. I liked it. Yeah. There were different takes, and I didn't want to do. I think I want to bring the boots back. I don't know. You see how she's wearing flat shoes?
Yeah.
That one right in the prison.
It would what?
Isn't it?
Huh?
I don't know actually.
So yeah. So everybody votes no. Everybody votes yes for the face, but no for the body, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right on. Anyway, whatever. I was like.
And you know that's shoes like what they wear in the prison. Jail, in the jail.
Oh, they wear in jail? Yeah. In Jordan?
No, that one I watched the movie. If you watch it, Face Off.
I've seen Face Off.
This is like these shoes, I think.
Oh, the
Yeah.
shoes. Yeah, the shoes. Okay,
You
yes,
remember that?
yes, those are the shoes they wear in jail. It looks like it. Yes, you're right.
No, I don't say.
Okay,
You
so
watch the movie.
let's go back up here. Feet. It can be. It could be. Look, you guys, knee-high boots. All right. So who votes? Anyway, so in a company, let's do the vote. Who votes for what kind of shoes?
She needs to change that we can, I don't know, like, how
Yeah.
she looks in boots, how she looks in shoes.
Well, let's talk about this as a company. Like, make pretend we're part of a company, and we think, wearing high heels is too much, objectification of women. So we want to put out a character or put out a brand that treats women a certain way. So what are some ideas? What would you guys say?
A what?
Sneakers, but the latest one, that's like.
Something nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's-
Definitely they have lights on them. Definitely they have lights and they glow.
Yeah.
Definitely. Sneakers that have lights and glow. Yes. Okay, we're cool with that. And then, so in here, I was telling you a story, and you guys had a couple of votes, right, and stuff like that. So in a company, now I'll tell you how this company developed related to this game, because so say we all work at this company. Now, this company wants to make a new character or tell a story about a character, but the story is to make people like the video game. So we all come together in a meeting once a month, and we talk about what should we do next. Should we make a Nigerian hero? Where are you from?
Nigeria.
Okay. Should we make something else? Like, do we want to promote Muslim? Like, do we want to share knowledge about Islam and how Islam is a religion of peace? And try to let's make the video game show people that what we watch on the news and all that bullcrap. Like, do we want to make that statement? So we come together in the company, and so the company says, yes, let's do that. I'll just call it right now. So right in America, Nigeria, email scams. Okay, well, let's do something. So you guys are in the committee, and you're like, no, let's make something that says Nigerians are awesome, honest people, and not all of them do email scams like they did 20 years ago. Because 20 years ago, there's a lot of emails. I think there still are today. The email scams from Nigeria. I have $50 million, and you need to send me $200.
No, that is just my own understanding of that is just if you are not also like someone that is also interested is a thief, you can't be if someone that wants to take advantage of an opportunity is the one that is always getting defrauded.
Well, you're dumb enough to believe it. Now, I know I get what you're saying, because a lot of times there's
Because
women who they have these Nigerian boyfriends and they love the email, and they, who's getting hurt
Yeah,
here?
this thing happened everywhere, not only in Nigeria, but it's just like Nigeria sounds so common. The name of Nigeria sounds so much, but not only how it's something. This internet fraud is global.
It's what?
It's global. It's everywhere. So it's not
Yes.
in Nigeria.
Yes, it is. No, I'm just saying, so we're in the company. So what do we want to do? We want to make things better.
Yes.
You're not in the shot. Because you're slacking and yawning over there. Okay. So you guys are like, it's not that big of a problem. We don't need to do. Oh, but Muslim, okay, we want to send out a message that Islam, we want to send a positive message. Or maybe, it's kind of cool to be gay right now, so let's make a character gay. But which one? And how do we make her gay? Or a lesbian, sorry. I don't know. I'm just giving you guys because in an organization where you make entertainment and you want people to buy your stuff, you need to come up with stuff that's topics so you can sell your product.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm telling you is a real story, because there was such a committee where we were called cultural diversity or something like that. One of the guys who was executive level was like, yeah, okay, so we're going to make somebody like a lesbian or gay.
And we had to meet every month and like figure it out and make ideas and go back and forth. The core group, and then bringing in other people, and then going back, and then kind of throwing it and coming back. So in the organization, so it was the ideas of so many people, right? That brought out this star freaking character who's really epic right now. And I mean, there's Halloween costumes of this character. So if you know that this character's made it in the mass media, okay? And it was little bits of so many people's brain.
Yeah.
Isn't that law of power that I was just telling you about too?
Yeah, employed to do the thinking. Just like in one of the banking in Nigeria, there's a particular bank that actually love you to be innovative, be free, do your things and all that. But there's another one that tells you, no. The moment we employ you, you're not employed to think. You're employed to do as we're going to tell you. Because we pay some people to do the thinking. And whatever they come up with, we believe that the structure we're going to follow, you just follow suit. But there's another one that allows you to freeze, to think and bring out ideas to the table, and they try to celebrate with it and all that. So it depends on what you want. So just like what you're saying now, I don't see anything wrong in it. If you're paid to do something, okay, we employ you to be a creative artist, we employ you to do this or that. And at the moment you are paid to do that, you have to bring something to the table to, as a thing of progress to the organization you work for. So the moment as long as you work there and you're getting your pay as promised and all that, your benefits and all that, well, you're obliged to continue to give them the right ideas that will move the organization forward. I don't think
No, I guess it's not.
It's not.
So the comic book came out. My name is not credited in the comic book at all. None of us from the committee are credited in the comic book.
when it's coming out, do you sign, you spend paper? The
team, so basically, we're in an organization and all different departments come together to help the team that's making this video game and making this comic book, right? And then these guys take the credit with their names. Isn't that law of power too right there?
Yeah.
Am I a little bit like upset about it? I might be. But I know what I contributed to the comic book. You guys want to know? This is already published. This got published 2 years ago. The comic book got published. So we came together, we're voting, we're making a product, the product's making money, people are coming together, people are stealing ideas from other people, taking credit for it. It's okay, because I still work at the company, I'm still getting my paycheck, so it's okay, right?
You want to say joint business?
No, we were just here.
It's a committee.
It was a committee, and
it's not a contract.
we're on the committee. We're on the committee to help them with their thing. But and then maybe in the committee charter, it might say that we're not going to get credit for it. It might have said that. It might have. I didn't see it. But if I have a company, I might put that in my charter just so people wouldn't get this off. Besides the point. So when I was in these meetings, I was like, women power. I was like, in the story, it was like a mom and a daughter, and a mom going, help. And I'm like, why does a woman have to yell help? I go, make it the dad. I go, make it the dad that says, help, so that this superhero who was made a lesbian helps them. And that's what I contributed to that comic book. They put the mom, the dad, and the daughter. They didn't just put the dad, which I was okay with that. I was like, oh, just that. There's a guy who needs help, and she's gonna come help him.
Indiana girl is helping, even though she's a lesbian.
Right, she's cool. Yeah. So that law of power is not as bad as it seems. Let's read that law. Let's read how dark it reads. You guys want to? And I just gave you tons of examples that make it like, okay. Yeah. Okay. In an organization, somebody find it, or shall I find it?
Yeah.
You know which one it is? So go down before week 1,
I don't know if this is the full, no, this is just a summary. So this is just a summary. I like these. I mean, I don't remember which one it is. Credit. There it is. Lost 7. You guys all.
Yeah, get others to work.
What, what does it say?
Always take the credit.
Isn't this a game that's just like always being played? Oh. There you go. Who wants to read it out loud?
Okay. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. So
That would be good.
use the wisdom, knowledge, and legwork of other people to further your own cause. Not only will such assistance save you valuable time and energy, it will give you a good like aura of efficiency and speed. In the end, your helpers will be forgotten and you will be remembered. Not only give yourself what others can do for you.
Okay, so it seems kind of harsh, right?
So no, that's what is applicable in the capitalist system. So you're a capitalist, you don't really, you grow to a certain level that you don't really do anything. You only manage brains that you have. So the brains, they work for you, meaning your money is working for you. You get all the credits. So that's it.
May I share something too? Where I work in Nigeria before is a bank actually. So I have a colleague. He loves entertainment so much. He loves entertainment. He likes promoting musicals and all that. But there's this particular guy. You can Google the guy. If I give you the name, you can Google it. Just like a small boy this way. He used to sing. He has sweet voice.
You can Google him if you want. You can go up to the keyboard.
Korede Bello. Korede Bello used to come to my office like he's to prostrate to all of us and all that. He's a small boy, but he's a superstar now.
So he worked with you? He was a colleague or a customer?
No, a colleague of mine.
He
The
worked
one
with
that
you?
with me, yes. He's the one that's promoting the boy. The boy, you don't know that the boy has good boys and all that, like do shows and all that. So he was promoting him, he would do website for him, he would go to radio stations, TV stations so that they can promote the guy. He would promote his music, this and that. But because he doesn't have so much money, so he couldn't do the promotion well enough. And there is this big boy, Don Jazzy. They call him Don Jazzy. You can give that too. I can give all their names. So along the line, before we say Jack, Don Jazzy used to promote, the well-known ones. If in obscurity, in musicals, if Don Jazzy get a hold of you with his expertise and all that, money he has to promote you, before you know, you turn to superstar. Don Jazzy came on board and just snatched the boy. I used to tell this guy, this my colleague, are you sure you can manage this boy? Because if the big boys get hold of him, nothing is going to come to you. And exactly what happened. They took the boy away. The boy, if you Google now, you see Corey.
Go ahead, go do it. Go ahead, go look it up.
You just see a small boy. He's a superstar now. But my friends, my colleague's name was not mentioned anywhere anymore. I'm saying. I don't mention even if the boy is not even telling his stories, he doesn't mention his name. It does not. And we're there when they want to do the first video. He has to come to our office to all the fine girls that please, this boy doesn't have anything. Let's just help him. But no, the boy is nowhere. So that's what I'm saying. That's what big people do. That's what they do. If they just
It sounds like how it worked in the music industry here, because we had like Clive Davis here in America was the kind of music guy that happened to, or like, Mariah Carey. You guys heard of?
Look at this small boy. Look at his beautiful.
This is this one.
Yeah, that's Corey Bello. He used to come to my office. He would be begging off.
But then the Don King or the
Don Jazzy.
His name is Don Jazzy. So Don King used to promote Mike Tyson, and Clive Davis had a lot of
musicians. This is Don Jazzy. But look at Corey Bello. He's even as flesh.
Corredo Bello.
Yeah, Corey Bello.
And Don what?
Don Jazzy.
Is it that guy there in the white suit? Don Jazzy? Where's Don Jazzy?
Okay, Don Jazzy should.
Let's take a look at this guy. This guy, he didn't even know. Like, he just, found it, took it.
No, just go with Don Jazzy.
Let me go
You
with
know
Don
what
Jazzy separately.
Yeah, look for Don Jazzy. What Don Jazzy did was, he
Don
just,
Jazzy is also in the musical industry. He sings also and he promotes.
he has a following. He has a fan base. He has a
Oh, so large. So
yes,
large. Is it?
yes,
What
yes.
actually happened is Don Jazzy has a group we created. They call it Mo Hits. So that Mo Hits has a lot.
See Don Jazzy.
Mo
He
Hits.
does in his 30s.
No, he's
Now he's got to be 50. Come on.
That's Don Jazzy.
I love this story. I love where
No,
this is
that's
going.
it. So that's why I was arguing the other time.
But
That's why.
Jazz is just 36, huh?
No, if you don't
Okay,
buy, you're not
okay.
so well, nothing. You're going to lose out. That's what they do. They see tomorrow, that's what they do.
So I wish I had this picture. Because I want to show you.
Because anytime the boy is telling his stories, they just, remove my colleague's name completely. It's so painful. All of them will just rush, Chijioke, what's going on? They didn't even mention your name anywhere. They did not. Don't do it. That's what they do.
I don't have it, but let's see if this is a. So Don Jazzy is just comes in. So there, I just saw it the other day too. I can't find it right now, but
You could either sit around and watch the parade happen, get in. Your friend tried to get in. I give him credit. Like, at least he tried.
Yeah, he tried.
What lesson did he learn?
He's
Did
trying
he
to work on somebody else now, but I tell you, you have to try to do your paper well from start.
do the paperwork?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you do that, I say,
But maybe that's the lesson he learned.
it's not the hard one.
Huh?
I think it's a very hard lesson.
I agree. It's a hard lesson, but you think we're going to learn and grow if we don't have hard lessons? So
You think this company I was telling you guys from the beginning of the story, I showed you guys the CEO. I showed you guys, I didn't show you the rest. There was a few other guys and grandma's $10,000, right? And then they were struggling at the beginning. They were getting nothing. I mean, just like that guy, hustling, learning lessons. And they learned hard lessons. They had to use their credit cards to pay payroll. And then they turned into a company that had like 15 million people playing their video game. So any new video game that they come up with, they already have, well, by this time there was about 50 million people. So all you have to do is just send them the right email with the right message and get them excited, and then you got a customer for your next product. And Don Jazzy has that. You guys understand how important that is, because once you have your big following, you can eat all the time.
Anybody lay hands on the customer.
But there's always something that you could always eat. This guy found this guy and exploited this
Corrado or whatever his name is, right? I can't say exploited because he probably wanted to be famous too.
right?
Yeah.
So it worked out well.
Of course. He wanted to be famous too, so he has to let them just take over.
So your guy needs to build his people who like music,
Yeah.
and then when he has somebody new, he sells different artists to the crowd,
Yeah.
his crowd. So your guy has to have his crowd, and then he finds new singers. Just like we had one video game made a huge crowd, and now there's like so many more video games, but it's still selling to about the same crowd. But they also try to get a new crowd, like the lesbians. That's what I was telling you guys, like that whole other thing, because the world changed in 20 years, right? So try to appeal to more people that might be interested in playing, or reading the story, or looking at the story, or whatever. I don't even know what reasons. Be cool. But once you have the crowd, there's one guy, he's called the Email Alchemist. He does these ads on YouTube. And he's like, you got to get at least $3 a month from like 1,000 people. So you have like 1,000 people and your customer list, and you got to get like at least $3 a month from them. We'll do the math.
So you have really
No, 1,000. So that's only $3,000. So you have 1,000 people, and every month you get at least $3 from them somehow through sending them emails. This guy has an email thing. It's for the zombies that are in their computer and email, because not everybody's, there's plenty of people like that will be like, oh, here, I'll give you $3. Here, I'll give you $1 for this, $1 for that, $1 for that. Here, so maybe he gives them $20 and it lasts for 3 months, and then he sells them again for like, you know what I'm saying? But how do you think money is made? Does it seem easy? It could be easy, but we gotta learn some hard lessons before you get to that. So, do we have questions? You guys want to finish your post? Or you guys want to get your post done before you leave? Or you can leave and or get your post done. How about that? You want to do that? I prefer you guys just get your post done. But we didn't cover that stuff. Everybody's been a student here. Okay, wait, you guys haven't. Chica, you kind of got the swing of it. You guys got the swing of it. All right, so because usually at the beginning of class, I tell you guys, you know the drill. What's the drill? Every week, what do? Submit a post, right?
Yeah, every contribution on the colleagues.
Okay, today's Thursday. So let's say everybody gets their main post by Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, you talk to each other. That's that. Well, today and Friday, or even Wednesday. You can even do it Monday.
But Friday,
But Friday, like you're gonna lose points if it's not. If it says Saturday on your main post, you're not gonna get full credit. Why not get full credit? Just do it on time. I'm trying to teach you how to just get into a schedule of things, right? And then
We have to find the article as well.
well, like when I was a student, I read the textbook. I liked reading the textbook, but you guys might not like that. So you have the PowerPoints. I'll get back to you about the textbook. You could look up the article, but it's what? Is it 500 words?
Yeah.
So you might need the you might be able to look at the PowerPoint, look at the terms, and then look up more articles or things with those similar terms to just learn something. I covered a lot. Chapters 1 and 2. Here, let's just go. And this video I'll put it in class. No, that's chapter 3. History of organizational development. Didn't tell you guys that. Change management, strategic change. All the first 2 chapters kind of highlight what goes into more depth later. Is it 500 words really?
No.
Can you do
I
like,
think it's 250.
For your main post?
No, 400.
No.
it's 400 to
Oh,
500.
300, really 300 is not,
500.
really 300 is not bad. Okay, so any other questions? I think this class used to have 4 case studies, but you guys are so lucky, you only have 2, and you better do a great job, and they're fun. They are fun. I read you guys, if you watch the video, you'll see what the case study is about. What did I, right? It sounds like, I forgot what the other one was. Because out of 4, I deleted 2. I might have just switched it. So.
We cannot see the case study now until the time comes.
No, but in the video you can, because I opened it up in this. Chica, you got any questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to reconfirm our classes are for Thursday, so we just have a day to post in the main forum, right? On Friday, right?
How about you're in charge of getting everybody logged in, too. You're the backup person,
because we didn't have one of those people because nobody had an account when I was creating these meetings. So now, can I nominate you for it?
So what would be my job function?
You would just be able to open the meeting without waiting for me.
Okay. Sure, I could do that.
And then we're rolling right now still. We go till 8 o'clock, right, everybody? Think of questions you might have, or I don't know, you guys might want to skim through this while it's here. You guys might want to, like, I don't know if you're gonna, nobody's gonna come back to go to the library. You know,
We can get it from the library.
from the PowerPoints, you'll be able to pull turns to learn more, okay? And over here, we're gonna go to this meeting. Hi. And I'm gonna edit. Let's see if this works. So your school, oh, and by the way, the 48 Laws of Power, I think the whole book, I've seen it, I saw it, I think on the internet too somewhere. I bought it a long time ago. So I like it. That's why I'm showing you. Because I like scientific writing. This guy has taken, he's not like a scientist like we are as PhDs, but I kind of like how he's a little entertaining. So, hi, Robert Greene. I like you.
But all the laws,
I don't have a crush on you, and I don't like you like that. It's like your work. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, but the application
what
of
am I
the
doing?
laws.
I'm getting. So for your Zoom, it's your email for school, right?
Yes.
All right, let's see if this works. Okay, and I think the case studies might be not, we gotta let's double check how long they are. Oh, let's look at the syllabus, geez. Did any of you guys look at the syllabus yet? It says COCOM at student.calmu is not associated with a Zoom account. Do you not have a Zoom account?
I don't. This is the first time I'll be trying it out. I tried to create a Zoom account, but it was telling me that I need to contact you first. I clicked on the link to get registered.
Yeah. Or you're off the hook right now.
Okay.
RI at same student.calmu.edu.
How were you able to make it?
I just did it online. I went online and changed my ID to school ID.
Oh, because you already had an account.
Yeah, I just changed the email address.
Oh, okay. So you should be able to get an account, but all right, you're like off the hook for this. It still doesn't work. Look. All right, you guys are all off the hook. You're all off the hook. We're done. You're off the hook. You're good. But the syllabus is, everybody knows it's right here. So this, I'm trying to remember if this is, yeah, this is a syllabus that has a nice, see how it has like a nice little summary right here? This is what's going on, people. 8 learning engagements, 16, because you reply to 2 people, 2 case studies, 2,000 words. Not bad, right? 2,000 words, fairly easy, right? Yes, please agree. Shake head, yes. Oh.
Yes.
No, you guys, you know that I agree with you because you saw how far I am on my book, right? I'm not that book, that one. No, but once you get going and flowing, it works. It's a fun topic. You're gonna just write what you think and then add references and add vocabulary words.
from here. You're good. And then the final paper.
Do we have midterms and finals? No, right?
No, and look at how short your final paper is. That a short final paper or is that a long one? 2,000 words? Is that the regular size that they are? I think it's kind of short.
2000 is how many? Like 10 pages? Including the
Do you guys think it's long? 2,000 words?
Not pages.
For your final paper. I know, it's painful. Just do it. Because in this pain, you will grow.
I think it used to be 1,000.
That's the minimum, yeah. That's the range. See, 1,750.
Okay,
Oh, 2,000. That means don't go over. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if it's 208 or 220, 2,100, okay, but like, yes. That's important too, because when you were told you got to write a speech, it's like do a 5 or 10 minutes, right? It's easier to talk for an hour than to get somebody like me to get me to talk for just 10 minutes. That's why I got to work on my speech or my little presentation. And you have a final presentation too, which will be fun, and that'll be 10 minutes. And your PowerPoint is gonna put pictures in that thing. People, I don't want to see text and I want to see some action in there. Make it like, hey, I wrote my final paper about this, and whoa, whoa, whoa. Make it entertaining. Can you do that for me? Is it gonna hurt? Are you gonna go out of your comfort zone to make something great? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then, okay, and then here's the syllabus broken down. So the syllabus looks like that. What are you gonna learn? Bam. Develop capacity to think strategically about organizations and build analytical skills. I just told you they already had, you have 50 million customers, you pretty much come up with new stuff and sell it to them. That's a strategy that we covered today. Synthesize how theories have gone into practice and how to improve in practice, demonstrate a clear understanding. Yeah, all of you have it. Okay, and this says your expected time that you're going to spend on things. So like about 2 hours doing that, reading. I broke it down. I'm not here to micromanage you, but if you really want to get the most out of this, do that much reading, do that much research, okay?
They changed now, grades.
Who did? Which grades? Are we done with this class, 55? We done? Are you talking about grades from last session? Okay, are we done with this class? We're good?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Chica, we're done.
All
Unless-
right.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think earlier you talked about the book.
Oh yeah, I emailed the librarian and I'll email you guys when she emails me back, okay?
Okay, so we're supposed to read through the book, the whole of the book?
Yeah, this week chapters 1 and 2 in that article, but you have the PowerPoints.
Okay, chapters 1 and 2, and then the article. Which article is that?
It's in the learning engagement. So you got the PowerPoints already, right?
On the module?
It's cool to see.
Yeah.
I haven't actually looked it up, but I'll look for it on the module.
Okay, on the mood. Okay, before week 1, there is a download. Can you see the screen right now?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay, here they are. See? You see what I'm highlighting?
Yes, slides 1 to
Okay, got it.
16.
So you have that there.
Okay.
And here's additional journal articles for reading. And then in here, it tells you, pull this article too. Pull this article and read the 2 chapters.
Okay.
So, no, we haven't done it. Nobody found the article on Learn yet, right, to post it? We'll see.
Yeah, probably.
I'll take your word on that. She's winking. She went like this. Her face went like.
So.
Professor.
Okay, so now we're good. Wait,
Yeah.
They already said we're good. You're good. Okay, have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Everybody say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, Chica.
Bye, Alima. Bye, everyone. Omar and Hani. And,
Bye-bye.
Deji? Did you meet Deji?
yes.
Okay.
And there's one other person that I skipped the name. Okay.
Ola. I don't know if you met Ola.
Ola, no, I haven't met him. Okay. Bye-bye, Ola.
Bye.
All right. Bye.